What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another rendition here over of sports bets, but mostly chaos. We've been doing this for a long time. I'm surprised I've never said spets before up until now. But anyways, we're here for another episode of Can Cohoon Guess the Spread. It's week number 13. First things first, hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving, ate plenty of good food, had a good time with family, friends, all that good stuff. We hope it was a good one for all of you there.
Go
And
watch Ghostbusters.
yeah, and early shout out there, Ghostbusters movie by Cohoon there. Apparently it was pretty good. So all right, well, Cooney, let's take a look back at week number 12 before we dive into this week's action. 15 points on the board. The biggest one was that you went the entire week without a big miss, which basically that means that Cohoon was on every spread but it wasn't off by more than 3 in any pick until the Monday night game. So that was good. You had 401 money. Although, unfortunately,
what a weird year.
Lock of the week.
Done this bad.
Lock of the week. Just
I've never done this.
Not going good for you. Yeah. Just
who would have expected the Chargers to get blown out like they did? Like that was just.
I know I didn't. So, but
that was bizarre.
Still 15 points. Not a bad week at all. And it's ready. We're ready to go to dive into week number 13. So question for you, Cooney. Just one more for you.
Are you ready?
Sure.
With that being said, let's play Can Cooney Guess the Spread week number 13. And it kicks off with your Cowboys yet again, back-to-back Thursday night action. This time it is in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys at the Saints.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
How about them Zebras?
Here we go.
Cowboys minus 4.5.
All right, he is gonna rock Dallas minus 4.5 on Thursday Night Football. That answer locked in. Survey. What do you say?
Yeah, baby.
On the money. 3 points to start. One game in, 3 points to bank, and I believe that I thought for some maybe there was 3 weeks in a row you started, but back-to-back weeks you kick off with the first game on the money. So 3 points to your bank, 1 game in. Next up, Sunday action. Sunday morning, the first game. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah. Buccaneers minus 6.5.
All right. He is taking the Buccaneers minus 6.5. Locked in. Survey. What do you say?
It's not even close.
Not even close. The Buccaneers are favored by 10.5. 10.5. 4 points off. That's a point deducted. 2 points through 2 games. Next up,
13.5 point favorites on neutral field. Insane.
And next up, fresh off the bye, the Arizona Cardinals back in action at the Chicago
Bears.
Now the real question, is he back in action?
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna assume he's not. So I think they're 5. Give me Arizona minus 3.5.
You said Arizona minus 3.5, correct?
Yep.
All right. Cardinals minus 3.5. Answer is Locked in. Survey. What do you say?
How about no?
No, incorrect. It's the
That bad,
Arizona
huh?
Cardinals favored by 7.5. 7.5.
Okay. So Vegas expects Kyler Murray to be back. Okay.
Another 4 off, which now puts you at 1 point. 1 point. All right. Next up.
Not a good start.
No, not indeed. Not at all. All right. Next up. It's the LA Chargers headed to the Dirty Natty to take on the Bengals.
Bengals minus 6.5.
All right. He is going to take the Cincinnati Bengals minus 6. Oh, excuse me. Minus 6.5. It's locked in. Survey. What do you say? In for X. And
I award you no
half point,
points,
huh?
and may God have mercy on your soul.
You should do that if I lose points. Did I just lose points?
well, no, but see, he says I award you no points, so it's hard to do that if I'm going to take points away from you.
True.
But anyways, the Bengals are favored, but by just 3.5. 3.5. So
It's in
As said.
Cincinnati, right?
indeed it is. Yeah.
So a neutral field, they think that they're even teams. Oh, okay. Okay.
So, but off by 3, which means no
I'd say
points
so.
awarded, no points taken away. We keep it going. Next up, the Minnesota Vikings will look to avoid being the team to give the Lions their first victory. It's the Vikings at the Lions.
This is kind of funny because didn't they play earlier this year in Minnesota and
Yep, the Vikings
they-
walked it
they
off.
walked it
Vikings.
off?
Yeah.
Now it's in Detroit. Dislocated shoulder from Dalvin Cook. Alexander Madison will be playing instead.
Madison.
Is DeAndre Swift playing though? That's a real question.
What?
Give me Vikings minus 5.5.
All right, he's gonna take the Minnesota Vikings minus 5.5. Locked in. Survey. What do you say?
No!
It is Minnesota 7.5 point favorite. 7.5. 2 off. No
Damn
points. All right. Keeping it going. The New York Football Giants headed south to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Sorry, you said Jaguars Dolphins? No.
No,
I
Giants,
didn't
Dolphins.
Giants, okay. Stupid audio's kicking out. Giants coming off a good win. So is Miami. Miami wasn't really a good win, but it was a win. The Giants beating the Eagles, who were surging, was amazing for the Cowboys. It's in Miami. I'm gonna lean that Vegas has Miami the favorite. Give me Miami minus. Is it a pick 'em? Nah, give me Miami minus 4.5.
Miami minus 4.5. And a half. All right, locked in.
Hiffin weighs in.
Survey. Come on, anything? Can we get a little action here? Anything?
How about no?
No, again. It's the Dolphins favored by 2.5. 2.5.
Vegas has them as the favorites on a neutral field. Really? Okay. Interesting.
So another 2 off. So again, no points given.
I can see the Giants winning that game, especially if Bradbury shuts down Waddle.
Model.
Waddle.
All right. Next up, it is.
Hey, look, a dance that we could do.
Wow.
even with our 2 left feet.
Next up, it is the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Jets.
Yeah. Please, Jets win. Be freaking hilarious. Eagles minus 5.5. I don't think they're 10-point favorites on the road.
All right, he's taking the Eagles minus 5.5. Survey. What do you say?
So close.
Oh, finally got to bring that one out. It's the Eagles minus 6.5.
I even said
6.5.
Damn it.
I thought you were gonna get it right.
Mm-hmm. So did I.
All right, next up, the Indianapolis Colts. Almost pulling off that upset against the Buccaneers. Well, they travel to Houston to take on the Texans.
Oh man. Oh. The Colts are easily 2 touchdown favorites. But are they only 2 touchdown favorites? It's good. I'm going to say they're only Colts minus 11.5.
He says it's Indy minus 11.5. Locked in. Survey. What do you say?
Is it
Incorrect.
14.5?
No, other way direction. It's the Colts 9.5. 9.5. Uh-oh. No. Ah! It's like
I want
it's
dude,
it's
I
become
fucking
the
want to.
it's become the who are we fading this weekend as lock of the week is 4 straight losses to go to 4-8, by the way. I forgot to mention that. We'll have to bring that up earlier.
Dude, I fucking hate it, dude, because the Colts should beat Houston by more than 10 plus, right? But then they couldn't, but then they lay an egg against the Jacksonville Jaguars and barely beat them. It's just, oh my God, I want to say it. I mean, dude, Jonathan Taylor is going to run all over Houston.
I would probably still actually go ahead and wait it out until you get to the end, and then you can do lock beat after.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got too many games left anyway, so. But also, only 2 off, no points given, no points lost. We haven't really done a score update. You're just
at 2.
You're at 2 points, through 8 games. So
not been a good day.
Not been a good day. And some of these spreads were. That's the thing is, looking at these spreads there, some of them are a little bit kind of off. Like they seem kind of off. So I'm not too shocked, but anyways, I digest. We move on. It's now the Sunday afternoon, and it starts with the Washington football team. 3 wins in a row, looking to make it 4 when they travel to Vegas to take on the Raiders.
Just win, baby.
Raiders minus 1.5.
He's taking the Raiders minus 1.5. It's locked in. Survey. What do you say?
So close.
So close. The Raiders are favored by 2.5.
I thought Washington would at least got a 1.5, not just okay.
So 1 point
How
to your
much you can do
bank.
there?
Back up to 3 now. All right, next up, let's see what you come up with on this one. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars headed to LA to take on the Rams.
Rams minus 14.5.
All right, he is saying the Rams are 14.5-point favorites, that the Jags are 14.5-point dogs. Survey. What do you say?
So close.
Oh, it's so close. The Rams are 13.5-point favorites. 13.5-point favorites. But so your third of the last 4, you've been only off by 1. Another point to your bank puts you at 4 points. And we keep things rolling. It is now the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ravens minus 6.5.
All right, he said it's the Ravens minus 6.5 on the road in Pittsburgh. Locked in survey. What do you say?
That ain't true.
It ain't true. The Ravens are 3.5-point favorites. 3.5-point favorites. No points. And we sit at 3 as we move on to. Hey, look at the bright side. We have 4 after.
Whoa, wait a sec. The Ravens in Pittsburgh, 3.5.
Yeah, baby.
So neutral field, they're only 6.5. That makes sense. Okay.
They are who we thought they were.
Not really, but it kind of makes sense.
3/4 of this is inaccurate.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I did notice though we do have 4 afternoon games this week, so that's a little something different. But
Do you know
All
there's
right.
still a bye week next week?
think so.
That's so weird. How is there a bye week that late in the season? Holy fuck, Tape.
All right, next up, it is the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks.
Holy shit, Jay Sean Tate went off today. Sorry, it came across. I got distracted. What'd you say?
It's the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, I don't want to watch this
He's an
game.
idiot.
Just moving on. I don't want to watch this. Niners minus 5.5. I don't. No. Niners minus 4.5. I'll say they're 7.5 on a neutral field.
All right, so he says the Niners minus 4.5. Locked in. Survey. What do you say?
So close.
It's a good thing
Is
you
it
moved
5?
it. It's
Oh,
3.5.
okay.
It's 3.5.
Okay.
So it's a good thing you did move it because you would have looking at no points. But instead, you collected 1, which puts you as let's see, we got 1, we got 2, 3, 4. You have 5 points with 2 games left. So
Am I on pace to beat my worst at least, or is it, or am I on pace to beat my?
Let's see. I think your worst was probably 5. Oh no, you had 4.
Yeah, I'm winning so far.
So
What'd you say? We have 2 games left.
that was back in week number 8.
Oh my god. What'd you say? We have 2. We have 2 left.
Yeah, you have 2 games. You have Sunday night, Monday night game.
All right.
Let's go.
Just make sure we don't get more than. Make sure we just 5 or more. 5 or more.
All right,
Good go.
Sunday night football. It's an AL West divisional matchup. It's the Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs fresh off the bye.
Chiefs minus 12.5.
He says it's the Chiefs minus 12.5. That answer? It's locked in. Survey. What do you say?
No.
The Chiefs are 9.5-point favorites.
Wow.
9.5.
So the Chiefs are only a touchdown favorite at home.
The
It's
Broncos.
Teddy Bridge.
The Broncos are overhyped, like they've been saying.
Isn't Teddy Bridgewater hurt?
Well, he's hurt, but he did come back in the game, and I don't know, but he wasn't 100%. I don't think. Whatever. 3 points off, no points. So you sit at 5 going into Monday Night Football. So worst case scenario, you would tie your worst record with 4, as if you're off by a bunch. Could sit at 5, could be 6. You could still get to 8, depending on what you do on this pick. So, and let me tell you, this is an exciting game to look forward to. It is the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills.
God, I'd rather have this tonight. At least then I can watch it and I won't be up bowling. I'm gonna say Vegas expects this to be a pick'em. I think it's straight pick'em because I'm gonna give the Bills the edge because they're at home. So give me Buffalo minus 3.5, and hopefully I start off with a win and I end with a win.
It would be a win sandwich if you did hit it, because you only had the one big hit at the beginning.
Exactly.
And you'd end it that way. So, well, you know what? I'm gonna give you one chance. I know we don't ask you anymore, but Cohoon, do you want to lock it in? Buffalo -3.5. Survey. What do you say?
So close.
I swear to God, it's fucking Buffalo 2.5, isn't it?
It is Buffalo 2.5. Oh, so you're 1 point off,
The
which
Vegas
gives
thinks the
you.
Patriots are the better team. Okay.
So it is a point. So that does get you at 6 points for the week. So not the worst, but definitely not a good one. Only one pick on the money, which was, like we said, it was the first game, the Thursday night game tomorrow, which is Dallas -4.5. Misses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 misses. Your big misses here. I have 1, 2, just have 2 big misses here. So really not like a bad week where you're missing by a bunch, just a lot of picks that were just off by like 2 or 3. So all that leaves left now is what will be Cohoon's team to fade this week. I mean, Cohoon's lock of the week.
Kansas City -9.5.
Locked in.
He's gonna take the
It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
-9.5 is his lock of the week. Okay.
Yep. Teddy Bridgewater coming off an injury, tampered. And you give me Andy Reid coming off a bye.
Oh yeah,
in
that's a good
Kansas
point.
City.
That is a good point.
In Kansas City.
Why do I have a feeling this is gonna be off by 1? Like the Chiefs are not gonna cover. It's gonna be like by 8 or 9 or some shit.
That'd just be how the season goes. I mean, yeah.
Yep. All right. 6 points for Cooney, week number 13. The Chiefs to cover 9.5. That is his lock of the week. Looking to get back on track after 4 straight losses that now dip you down to 4 and 8. I mean, you could still go over 500 if you just close out on a win. So, I mean, at least give yourself some kind of good stuff. So, all right. That does it. Week number 13. Cam Cohoon gets the spread. It's in the books. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. As always, we'll be back this week. We got the main show. It's coming back. We got head to head. Jason versus John versus Ben versus Craig. We're all back for all of that. And just a little teaser.
Ben's still the best.
Just a little teaser. We did have another tie again. John did creep up to Jason again and tied up. And I still sit 3 games back behind both of them. So we'll see. Can we finally get a mix up of the standings at all? You'll have to find out when we post up our picks for this upcoming weekend. Once again, thank you all for tuning in as always. We'll see y'all again very soon.